Ciao, benvenuto to City Trekker. My name is Adam and I'll be your guide as we aim to find the right gear for the right task for you, eh? Today we take a look at the Attitude Supply ATD1. Let's check it out. Michele Fasano launched Attitude Supply in the fall of 2018 on Kickstarter with the ATD1 Backpack. Fasano studied geography in college but always had a passion for design. His grandmother was a tailor and his mother sews as a hobby, so Fasano naturally took on design as a hobby. With no formal design experience, he had only his curiosity and grit, and thus named his company Attitude Supply. An avid one-bag traveler, Fasano wanted to create a bag that would be incredibly versatile while retaining high quality and functionality. The ATD1 achieved this goal quite nicely and is quickly sold out with each production run. Attitude Supply is releasing more products later this year, including a tote bag, sling pouches, and packing cubes, with pre-orders open now. Based in Milan, Italy, they are committed to creating high-quality, versatile products to improve your travel and everyday life. The ATD1 is in a class of its own, primarily because of its expansion. It will go from 20 liters up to 55 liters. This particular bag is an XPAC material, a VX21, and they only made 10 of these last year. They're gonna make a few more this year, but fortunately I got my hands on this and bought it used. It has number 10 YKK zippers, VX21 material, will take a 15-inch laptop and weighs 3 pounds. So we're gonna check out this bag starting with the exterior. The front of the bag features this Dimension Polyant VX21 XPAC material. You've got subtle branding down here at the bottom and access to the front quick access pocket on the side. This is the left side of the bag when you're wearing it, and both sides feature a water bottle pocket. There's no elastic or anything to hold it in place, but you do have this strap that goes across that you can pull this down a little bit to help hold your water bottle in place, but that's not always going to be enough. The roll top comes down the side, has this strap that attaches to the buckle, and then there's also a compression strap near the top on the side. When you're wearing the bag, this is on your right side, and this water bottle pocket will fit a 1,000 milliliter Nalgene as well as my 750 milliliter Camelback water bottle. You have the same side compression strap, the top strap that buckles in, as well as the top compression strap. And I should mention, you also have side zipper access to both sides of the bag. The bottom of the bag features a 500D PU-coated Cordura fabric with a DWR. You've got a handle here at the bottom as well as webbing loops for like a bicycle light. The top of the bag is a roll top so that you can extend this out and have access into your bag here and then roll it down. And then you also have zipper access to the main compartment. The back has 10 millimeters of padding. It's a closed cell Evazote 50 foam. You have a simple waist belt that's also removable, and if you want to, you can put another waist belt through here. They sell a more padded waist belt that goes through this loop here at the bottom. So this is a padded waist belt from Boundary Supply. It comes with their Primus system. And this will fit in here if you want a more padded belt. But like I said, Attitude Supply has their own padded belt that they sell separately. The shoulder straps are pretty comfortable. There's some good padding here. You've got load lifters at the top, and the sternum strap is simple. The buckle is simple. I don't love this. I actually special order the magnetic fidlock buckle, and I'll be replacing this soon. You've got web looping along the front of the shoulder strap so that you can attach the sternum strap at any level that you would like. I do like that the sternum strap has a strap keeper, and you've got these all over the bag. Wherever there are straps, you've got these strap keepers so that, you know, all of the straps that are on this, the compression straps and everything, you can at least use these strap keepers to minimize the dangle. The hardware on this is all plastic, and I do wish, you know, on such a premium bag, it'd be nice to have anodized aluminum hardware, but they went with plastic just to keep everything as light as possible. On the back near the top, you have the top handle, and it's fairly thin, not very comfortable. I do wish this was higher and had more padding on it. This is one of the few things I don't like about the bag. And then right at the top near the zipper here, if you've got a water bladder on the inside, this is where the tube can come out on either side. So that is the exterior. Let's get inside this bag, but before we do, I'd love for you to triple click for me. Click the like button, subscribe button, and ring that bell to check out all our future reviews. Thanks. There are only 3 compartments in this bag, and the main compartment has 2 different ways to access it. So let's start with the small compartment first. The small front compartment is your only quick access pocket on the entire bag. And I'm not a huge fan of these front pockets. I'll use them occasionally for a journal or a book. But even when they have organization, it's difficult to use that organization because it's normally kind of sideways in the front of the bag. You've got a number 10 YKK zipper that opens this up, and the lining on this is a 210D nylon. I'm not a big fan of this color for the interior. I'm glad it's not black, so this is easier for seeing the contents inside of your bag. But I do wish it was maybe a light gray or even a bright orange. So looking inside this compartment, you have 2 big pockets. And then on the front of the bottom one, you've got a little bit of organization for pens and things like that. And then there's also a small plastic key clip. So that's it for the front pocket. I think for this kind of a pocket, this is about the best you can do as far as organization, but sticking things in these side pockets, I worry they're gonna slide out the side and down into the bottom. There are 2 ways to access the main compartment. One is through the roll top, the other is through the zipper that runs clamshell around the bag. So we're gonna open this first using the zipper. So this is the inside of the bag. Let's start with the back. You've got a laptop sleeve for a 15-inch laptop, and there is a false bottom right here, so it keeps it from hitting the ground when you set down the bag. And then you've got another small pocket you can use for a book or an iPad. There's a loop at the center that's helpful if you're using a water bladder. And then you have 2 anchor points if you want to add attachments, additional bags inside of this. They're actually making bags that will work with this that are coming out later this year. And then if you want access to the frame sheet, it's right here behind this zipper, and you can pull that out if you want to. You've got the Italian flag and a tag saying Made in Italy with the Attitude Supply logo. Now keep in mind this laptop sleeve does stretch a little bit. So your laptop, it might lean out just a little bit, and I know that has bothered some people. This is the main compartment, and I've got maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 liters of space in this right now. And so this is about the size I would have it for my everyday carry. Now, if you want it to be larger, you've got 2 compression straps on either side of the bag, and then the roll top, which goes up pretty high. If you want to access from the roll top or extend the roll top, you can unbuckle each side and then simply roll it out. And so this is how long this bag is. That's pretty long. This is how tall. That's pretty tall. I mean, that's a lot. And opening the top, you have access all the way to the bottom of the bag. So I can lose my whole arm inside of this. And then to close it, simply roll it. I roll it back till it's nice and tight. I think right there. And then buckle it down on either side. And you're good to go. All right, let's load this up with my daily gear. We'll start with my laptop. I've got a 13-inch MacBook Pro. That fits in there quite nicely. And the rest is gonna go into this side. This is the new Air Cable Kit 2 in XPAC, because, you know, I want my VX21 XPAC to match. So this has like hard drives and tech gear in it. I'm gonna stick that near the bottom here. And then I've got, this is from Able Carry. I think it's a stash pouch. Also VX21, stick on the side. And then I've got 2 stubby dock kits from D-Made Bags, one in black, one in blue. They're both VX21 material. This one has some additional cables in it, and this one has packable, what do we got here? Packable hip pack from Patagonia, and then the Matador packable tote bag. These are helpful if I'm out and I end up needing to do some grocery shopping or run some errands, and I can just pull these out. I think that's all for in here. I'm gonna stick the rest in that front pocket. And then in the front, I've got 2 pouches. This is the Joey pouch from Able Carry. This is also VX21, thank you very much. Stick that in the bottom pocket. And then I've got the Track Dyneema Cube. This thing is awesome, super light. I've got hand sanitizer, chapstick, cologne, and essential oil in there. That will also go in that bottom pocket. And then my gum I keep in a Klipsch earbud case. And then my earbuds, I keep in a Klipsch earbud case because they're Klipsch earbuds. So all that goes in there, and then my full focus pocket planner will rest on top of all of that. Okay, so I can cinch down the sides of this a little bit, make it a little bit tighter, and then I'm gonna put my water bottle in this side. And I'm gonna tighten this a little bit so it's snug around the water bottle. I should also mention there's a small hole at the bottom of these pockets, so if sand or water or anything gets in, it'll fall out of this hole at the bottom. So this is what it looks like packed. You can see the profile in this, pretty good. Let me put it on so you can see what it looks like. I am 6'3", 180 pounds. The waist strap on this is a little bit high for me. And I think part of that is I've got the shoulder straps nice and tight, the load lifters are nice and tight. I want it to be tight so that it's more comfortable to carry. So that's a smaller 20 to 25 liter carry. Let's fill this thing up and see what we can get in here. So I'm gonna unbuckle the roll top and I'm gonna expand out these straps. I want this to go basically as far as it'll go, as large as it will go. And these web dominators are really great. I like these. And then the roll top buckle at the bottom will expand out quite a ways as well. Unbuckle the roll top, expand these extension straps. All right, so we have everything expanded, and I'm gonna fill this bucket first, and then we'll fill from the roll top after that. All right, let's pack this thing out. I'm gonna start with the toiletry kit. This is from Peak Design. It's a little bit larger than some, but I take a lot with me when I travel. Many times I'm gone for 3 weeks at a time, and I wanna have all my stuff with me. So I'm gonna stick that at the bottom. And then all my clothes from a week to 3 weeks will fit into this Peak Design compression cube. All right, so I got some room in the sides here. I'm gonna do the cable kit 2, and then I'm gonna add the Air City Sling. This is the XPAC version, and this will be good for, you know, if I'm just going out for the day, wanna take a few things with me, wanna have that option when I travel. I wanna take a small camera rig. So this is the Peak Design Everyday Sling. This is the 6 liter version. I've got the 3 liter, 6 liter, and 10 liter version. So based on, you know, how much camera gear I want to take with me, I'll try and fit it into one of those slings, and then that will be what I carry all my camera gear in. All right, I think I can fit these pouches at the bottom, and I'm gonna try and close this up. This is a lot of stuff. All right, I still have room. So this is how we're looking at the top here. Say I want to bring a sleeping bag with me, a big North Face sleeping bag. Will it fit? Yep. Yes, it will. Okay, I'm going to call it. That's it. So I'm going to start to roll this. It's not going to roll very much, but it will a little bit. Now I'm going to tighten down these side compression straps. Keep everything nice and snug. Having side handle, top handle, bottom handle, this is really helpful for maneuvering the bag, especially when you've got it really full like this. Okay, so I got it pretty snug everywhere. This sucker is full. So I'm gonna say this is around 50 to 55 liters. This is about as full as this bag can get. And you know, one downside is this bag does not sit flat at the bottom. So setting this bag down, it will lean forward and fall over. So it would be nice if this sat flat at the bottom, especially when you have it this full, so that it's not gonna topple over on you. All right, let me put this on for you. All right, that's heavier. So having these straps nice and snug is really gonna help you when it comes to distributing the weight of the bag. I'm gonna crouch down for you. All right, so this is what it looks like. So walking around with this, it really isn't bad, mainly because everything is nice and snug and these shoulder straps are really comfortable. Using the waist strap is helpful. A more comfortable waist strap with a load this large I think would be better. And so using that optional one or another one that I've got in the attic here would be nice. But yeah, this is really manageable. And being able to go from 20 liters up to 50 or 55 liters, that to me is just incredible. So I can load up like this, go on a trip, once I reach my destination, unload my stuff in my hotel room, and then decrease the size of my bag when I head out to meetings and stuff. That's awesome. So let's address the web dominator in the room. This is a Strappy bag. There are so many compression straps and buckles and stuff. It's a lot to take on, and it feels like there's like a psychological barrier to starting to use the compression straps and move stuff around to be the size that you need the bag to be. But if you can push through that, you find that this is an incredibly versatile bag that can fit so many different sizes and needs that you have for your daily use. I've owned this bag for about 7 or 8 months now, and I've used it for a few trips. And for me, getting past that barrier of like adjusting all the straps and doing all this stuff, like once I got past that, I really came to enjoy this bag and appreciate it for what it really is. I can't really compare this to any other bag. You know, some people may try and compare this to the Remote Equipment Alpha 31 or an Evergoods bag, but this is just not to be compared with anything else, mainly because of the compression and expansion of this bag. Being able to go from 20 liters to 55 liters is just amazing, and to pull it off functionally in a way that just really works, I'm impressed. I'm excited to see what Attitude Supply continues to put out. They've got the tote bag and other accessories coming out later this year. And then much later in the year, an ATD2 is coming out, which I believe will be a smaller version of this bag. This bag makes my top 10 list. I'm gonna keep this bag. I try a lot of bags over the course of a year, and there's very few that I actually end up keeping. And this bag for me is a keeper. So that's our review of the ATD1 and XPAC material. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please click the like button below and subscribe to the channel to check out all of our future reviews. Thanks so much. Take care. And hey, Michele Fasano was the one that put me up to trying that Italian accent at the beginning. I know it's terrible, don't be offended. He put me up to it, so I blame him.